Hello, this is Hooked by Happenstance, and I'm Kendra. And do you know what this means? It means it's time for Freak or Frog. Freak or Frog is how I face my fear of the unfinished. A lot of the projects that I have that have become woebegone whips have come to live in this crate here. I mean, there's a few more sitting around, but mostly they're in here. So we're going to pick something out and decide whether I'm going to freak out about it and add it to my on the hook list, or whether it's time to frog the project, reclaim good yarn out of something I'm not using, and it will give me the opportunity to make it into something better. So what we do is we'll just grab the thing on the top. Firstly, I see a stitch marker, which makes me really excited. You know, they always say that the cobbler's children never have shoes. Well, the other day, I went to make something for my son, and I needed stitch markers, and despite the fact I sell stitch markers, I did not have any personal stitch markers available. Now, I had Progress Pretties, like this. Obviously, I had lots of those, but I didn't want this kind. I didn't want a lobster claw. I wanted the opening. Why can't I think of the name right now? You're all screaming it at me. I know what these are. Lever back opening ones, so that I could easily move things as I was working. These are my preferred stitch markers for crocheting when I need to move the marker. I prefer the lobster claw clasp when I'm either marking like right side, wrong side, or you know when you mark like a row because you're going to come back and add to it, or that's where button bands start or something. So it's going to be a long while and you want it to actually stay in and not move. Then I prefer the lobster claw. But yay, I'm excited to reclaim one because I literally sat down and made myself 4 more stitch markers because that's what I needed. Okay, so I think we're going to just pick these all up as a group because they go together. So these are We Hook Wednesday pouches. Let me put this down so I don't drop it. Oh, I've got plenty of things to hold on to as it is. So We Hook Wednesday was a series I did of patterns to make pouches. Eventually those patterns will be available. They are no longer on the site, so don't go looking for them. I took the videos down because I'm not real happy with the video quality, but they'll become something. I just actually last week finished putting all of my pouches together, and I'm using them to hold yarn for my scrap stash blanket, which I'm hoping to work through in the month of December, and potentially using this onward. Like, I don't know why we only want to do like countdown advent calendars in December. I think this might be a good way to consistently be working on something, but we'll get to that after December. But I was working on doing some stitch by stitch videos, which were videos that were more in depth, and I was doing them out of a different color scheme than the other ones. So I have a bunch of these pouches that are like partially completed, and I don't really have a use for them. So we know what's going to happen to them, right? I'm going to frog them. Because, yeah, I can just put this yarn into my scrap. I can take this yarn and put it into the pouches. Actually, the pouch is already full. Otherwise, I could totally take this yarn and put it into the pouches and add it to my scrap stash blanket right now. But I won't. But I will frog them. And then this project, this is a project that's lingered. This is definitely a project that had feelings attached. And so it was difficult for me to like finish it or scrap it or anything. But now I'm making peace with the project. First step in that was taking down the videos that I was unhappy with on my channel. Second step was putting together the pouches I had done that were just taking up like a ginormous amount of space on my shelf. And now frogging these will be the next step. So we're moving along in the process of coming to terms, and I can't even explain to you what all of my feelings are about this project. I just have feelings associated with them. So I am going to frog those. If you would like to see more of my work on my scrap stash blanket and other things that I am doing, there's a link next to me to subscribe to the channel. These videos come out sporadically as I see fit. Sometimes you'll get a whole bunch of them all at once, a whole marathon, some might say. So make sure you subscribe so that they pop up into your feed as they come out, and down below is a link to my Patreon if you'd like to help support me that way and take advantage of Jolly Joy and Other Junk, which is going on this month. And a link to my online shop, too, if you want to see the stitch markers and things that I make that I talked about. There's a whole mess of amazing jewelry and project bags and stuff for the entire holiday season that will carry you through all the way to New Year's. Check out the celebration trees. Oh my goodness, some of my favorite fabric ever. All right, I will see you all next time. Bye!